So this weekend, I had something happen that doesn't happen very often. I actually had some free time, and I was spending some time scrolling through my Facebook feed, which I definitely don't do a whole lot. But it was interesting because a name popped up, a name that I hadn't seen in gosh 30 years, and it was exciting to see it. And I wondered, what's this guy been up to all these years? And boy, had he been up to a lot. He got married. He'd had like three or four kids, and they were all raised. He had this really like distinguished career in the Navy, in the U.S. Navy, hobbies and charity work. I mean, it was pretty exhausting. Just reading about it kind of wore me out. Man, I thought this guy made it. I mean, and good for him. He was. I remember him from high school being just a good guy. I was super, I don't know, just proud of him and just happy that he had made it. Then I remembered he used to run around with this other guy. It was funny because in high school they were so close that you never said one guy's name without the other. It was like Tom and Jerry, right? It was like it was never Tom, it was never Jerry, it was just Tom and Jerry, right? These guys were together so much. So I thought, I wonder what this other guy's been up to as well. And I started looking around a little bit, and it was, the story went a little different direction, not really a very good one. Um, and I guess the details aren't really important because it's really a sad story. But let's just say he struggled throughout life and ended up dying too early. And it's really a heartbreaking story. So I think back to school, and I remember both of these guys were, they were good students. They were, I think they both played sports. They were, popular, funny, had girlfriends. They're from like good families and like all that stuff. And so I wondered, what's the difference? Why did one of these guys create a life that serves as an example, and the other created a life that serves as a warning? And as I dug into wondering about that, that actually reminded me of a list that I've been working on for a few months. What I've been trying to do is identify the characteristics of personal success or personal achievement. In other words, why do some people effortlessly do life with really fantastic success, and other people struggle? Now, I'm not sure I have this 100% figured out, because what I wish I could say is, oh, here's this one, this one formula, and I don't think it's that simple. I think it's a complex question with a moderately complex answer. So what I've done is I've come up with a list of characteristics that I see in successful people that I know personally, people that I've worked with, people that I've partnered with, people that I've worked for, right? People that work for me, people that, this guy that I went to high school with that had such a great career, and other, successful people that I've read about or studied or watched videos about or just heard of. The list goes something like this: service, courage, vision, focus, consistency, humility, resilience, insight, and integrity. Now, I'm not sure if there's a particular order to this list, but those are the attributes that I think are important for success. And also, I'm not sure you need to cultivate every single attribute on this list to be successful or enjoy achievement. But I am sure that some combination of the majority of them is necessary for personal success and achievement. Now, I think there's some lucky dudes, just some lucky ducks like my friend from school that just get this sort of supersized portion of these characteristics right around the time they draw their first breath. But what about the rest of us? Yeah, I think we're sort of on our own to sort of figure it out, to scratch and claw as best we can. And so the other question is, so what does that look like for a normal person, somebody like you or me? I don't know. Maybe you're one of the lucky ducks that are supersized with this, but probably not. I can tell you my strategy, which has been to make what progress I could on my own, and then turn to experts, teachers, mentors, coaches to help get me the rest of the way. And now a huge part of mastering food is developing new personal characteristics, at first on your own, then with the help of experts. See, diets fail because they only try to change what you do, not who you are. And yes, you need to become a more evolved version of yourself to meet any goal you have set for yourself, whether it's food related or not. That's what we do. We're experts at human change. We'll help you grow into the person who doesn't struggle with body image, who loses weight easily because they've mastered emotional eating, and who respects themselves. So don't let your life be a warning to others. Instead, live a life that others look at and say, wow, that one made it. You can do this, and we can help. Go to commonsensefoodculture.com. The link is right here on the screen. Go to that link right now for some free training about how to get started living a life of example.